Welcome to another Monster Month. Today is day 24. We're officially into our last week of Monster Month. Last week. Day 24, it's kind of crazy. Been reflecting on this. I look up at the shelves and I see all the monsters that we created over the course of these past 3 weeks, and it's kind of incredible. It's been an incredible journey. It's been a lot of up and down, a lot of emotions, and it's definitely been a marathon of fortitude to kind of get through all this. Some of these days have been so cold. Last night was horrifically cold, but here we are, we're still standing and we're still going. So thank you for all of you that have been with us from day one. If you haven't been with us from day one, welcome. And be sure to subscribe as we upload these every single day. And at the end of Monster Month, we actually have plans to continue with the channel and continue with the education and, in different ways and different mediums. So let's just get started. And yeah. Double time. Well, there you have it. The end of day 24. I give you Mrs. Zombie. You know, yesterday when I did the zombie, I got to thinking about the zombies while I was sculpting it, and something kind of came to mind or my attention, something that I haven't seen anywhere. Maybe this has been done somewhere, but I haven't seen anywhere, and I haven't, as a plot point, I haven't seen this either. Now, I'm not a zombie expert, so you zombie fanatics out there, if I'm overstepping the bounds, please don't send me hate mail. But it occurs to me that, as I remember it, zombies basically like brains, right? That's what they do, brains. And but in zombie movies, you see them eating a lot more than brains. You see them eating intestines and flesh and meat in general, and gnawing on hands and stuff. And then something occurred to me. There's an argument that's out there that basically zombies need living flesh. Well, flesh is only living for a very short period of time, right? And once you're dead, you're dead. So doesn't that kind of negate the whole fact that zombies need living flesh? Or maybe it's just the brains that have to be living, like the neurons or something, whatever. Anyways, point being is that at some point you would think that zombies would run out of food, and then they would, I guess, turn cannibalistic, right? I mean, they would turn on themselves. Maybe they would even turn on themselves and start gnawing on their hands, because at some point they have to realize their flesh. So I started playing around with this idea of zombies not having hands. I understand cinematically why you would want hands. Obviously, hands, you can reach and grab, and there's something scary about that. But biologically speaking, anyways, I'm rambling. But it got me to thinking about the zombie I did yesterday, which I called Hank. And this is Mrs. Hank. And that's an homage to John Brown, who did a couple of zombies called the Hanks. So shout out to you, John. Anyways, so Mrs. Hank and Mr. Hank I thought would be cool. And I thought, well, I need young zombies in love. And what better thing to do than have Mr. Hank feed Mrs. Zombie. Aw, isn't that sweet? So I thought, there we go. We have the Hanks in love. So this piece I call Young Zombies in Love. Anyways, that's my fun for zombies. Andrea, that still goes out to you. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe. Remember that you can still win one of these t-shirts. We're going to have the drawing at the end of the month on June 30th. The way to do that is go down to our link there on Facebook. Click on that. That'll take you over to my fan page. And there's a picture of me going like this with the word win. Just scroll down and you'll see it. And there's some instructions in there on how to enter. So thank you very much for joining me for another day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.